Hi and welcome, I'm John and this is Unique Wargaming. Guys, welcome back. For everyone that's new, this is a Let's Build video. What are Let's Build videos? What are they all about? Well, Let's Build video, I take a model kit and I'll show you guys how to put it together. If there's areas of concern on the sprue, as in things are numbered differently from the sprue as they are to instructions, I let you guys know. If there's chains, pipes or anything that could be, damaged very easily, again, I'll let you guys know. If you suffer with dyslexia or struggle with instructions in general, this is a visual way to help you. Or you could have bought model kit online or done what I've done and thrown instructions out before and oh, how do I build this? Again, this is a visual way to help you. If you're interested in models for an army that you have or that you want to start collecting, again, this is just to give you a heads up and show you how easy these guys are to put together. These Let's Build videos are here to help everyone, no matter your age or skill level. So for all my regulars here, guys, I feel love, thank you very much. I'll see you in a minute. Right, so you would have seen from the thumbnail, I'm building Chaos Legionaries today. Now I already have a squad of this built because I built them off camera. I said, okay, I'll build this one on camera then. And then I never got around to it. So I said, no, I need to really, I've really been focusing on what needs to be built and trying to get it done. My pile of shame has shrunk so much. Anyway, so today I'm going to build these guys. So tools needed as always. Model line scraper. Now you can use a hobby knife or some sort of surgical blade. If you use a sharp tool, just be careful because it's sharp. Let people in the house know you're using it so nobody scares you. Make sure there's no cats jumping around, no little hands. I have sanding sponge. Use sanding sponge or sanding block. It's a fine grit, but sponge is very flexible, especially for chaos when you have chains and pipes and stuff like that. It's basically sandpaper with foam in the middle. The sanding block is more rigid. You can use it for tanks and stuff. Alternatively, you can use files. If you have the little files, you can use those because they'll give you the same effect. Clippers, most useful part of our kit, and it is a plastic kit. So plastic glue, I do have super glue at hand just in case, but I never usually use them in plastic kits. Now before we start getting into the nitty gritty of it all, what I do is I break it down so we can have a look at what the sprue is to make it easier for ourselves. Now I can already see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 body parts. These are bodies with one leg, so obviously the other leg will be glued on to one of them. These ones are the probably the best ones because that's all one piece already. I've got all these shoulder pads, okay, shoulder pauldrons. I can see bolt guns in one hand. These are hands they would connect onto one of those, the other one would connect the other side, that type of thing. There's chainswords, nice. Now the other sprue, we've got body parts here. Just a bit off camera. Got body parts here. There's a flamer up here. There's some plasma pistols, heads, more heads, chains, and there looks like bullets actually coming off of that little bit over here. Of course, it's not on camera because it's such a big sprue. There's a little box there. It looks like some bullets coming out of it. Bolt gun arms. These are the ones that I prefer. Sorry. These are the ones I prefer because it's just the gun and the arm. You haven't got to glue the arm into the hand. It's not a two-handed weapon. But they're not holding it two-handed, it's holding one hand, which is great. But there's bolt pistols as well. There's more bolt guns. I actually think this one is really cool. I'm going to bring it up so you can see. There's a magazine. The other side, like an AK-47, so you just clip it off and clip it back on. Looks like it's double-handed as well because it looks like a hand there. But anyway, more body parts, guns, knives. Swing the sprue around. Got more arms, chain swords, icons. Very handy for the Chaos Space Marine units because they can re-roll their dark packs when they have one of these, I do believe. I keep forgetting when I give them to units to actually use it, but we have backpacks. We have looks like rocket's piece of backpack. We have rocket. We have power fists. More chain swords. So there should be special weapons as well floating around. There's a plasma gun here, sorry. There's a power maul here, which is nice. There's a flamer, should be a melter gun as well, somewhere. There is. Right, so before I start building this unit, let me just go through a few things with this unit. These guys come with bolt pistol, bolt gun, and I think it's a cursed weapon. Or close combat weapon, or something like that. But you can swap the bolt gun for chainswords, which is very interesting. So you can have a unit of Khorne Berserkers and just run them as Chaos Legionaries. There's one Chaos detachment that you can give marks to the units. So you can actually run a unit of Khorne Berserkers as Chaos Legionaries with a mark of Khorne in that detachment. And you've swapped out their bolt guns for chainswords, which is, you know, very nice. If you want to fancy having something a little bit different to build and to paint, it's a good option. But these guys do have a lot of options. So the sergeant can swap his weapon for a power fist, his bolt gun for his bolt gun for a power fist, his bolt pistol for a plasma pistol, that type of thing. You know, as box standard, which is nice. Very 5 Legionaries, one can be armed with either a special weapon or a heavy weapon. I believe it's a heavy bolter, which is on the sprue here, a missile launcher, I think it's a Reaper autocannon, and I think there's another one. Might be a les cannon, I'm not sure, but I think there's another one. Or they can have a flamer, a melter gun, or a plasma gun, which is quite handy anyway. The other unit I have has a flamer and I think a melter gun. So if they get charged, I can overwatch with a flamer and just do some damage. And the rest of the squad has bolt pistols and chainswords. So there's a lot of different options for this particular unit, which is really, really nice. I think one model can have a the spell tome, which is like a psychic attack. Again, which is another option, which is nice. I think the bits to make the spell tome are actually on the kill team version of these guys. This is the normal version, just a normal stock standard guys. So I'm going to finish getting it set up and come back to you with the first pieces. Right, how stupid of me. Of course I had the data card. So instead of going through it, I might as well show the data card, because I've forgotten to do it in the last 2 weekly Wednesdays. It's just been so much going on. Movement of 6, toughness 4, 3+ save, 2 wounds, leadership 6, and OC 2. Box standard, you know, Chaos Marines, same as the normal Marines. They have abilities of Veterans of the Long War. Each time a model in this unit targets an enemy unit with a melee attack, reroll wound roll of 1. If that enemy unit is in range of an objective marker, you can reroll the wound roll instead, which is handy. The Icon Bearer, which is the thing that I showed you on the other sprue. Each time the bearer's unit makes a leadership test for the Dark Pact ability, you can reroll that test. Now, there's all the different weapons they can have there, but this is the options properly on here. So the Aspiring Champion bolt gun can be replaced with one of the following: a plasma pistol, a cursed weapon, a starter's chainsword, a heavy melee weapon. Yeah, the heavy melee weapon would be power fist. Aspiring Champion's bolt pistol can be replaced with one of the following: plasma pistol, a cursed weapon, a starter's chainsword, a heavy melee weapon. So basically you swap the bolt gun and the bolt pistol and you can get a plasma pistol and a power fist. Okay, the heavy melee weapon I believe has the same profile as a power fist. No wait, heavy melee weapon, 3 attacks, 3 to hit, strength 8, -2 AP and 2 damage. Yeah, so it's pretty much the same. Okay, one model can be equipped with a Chaos Icon, which I already said. Any number of Legionaries can each have their bolt gun replaced with one Astartes chainsword. Okay, so back to what I said, you can use the Khorne Berserkers, use them as Legionaries, because if you want to do something a little bit different. One Legionary's bolt gun can be replaced with one heavy melee weapon. Okay, that's probably what that is, the power more, I'd say. One Legionary's bolt gun can be replaced with one Balefire Tome, that's what it was called, which is the spellbook makes him a psyker. The Balefire Tome, where are we? Psychic attack, 18-inch range, 2 shots, 3 to hit, strength 5, AP -1, and it's 1 damage. Okay, so it's not that great, but it's you got an AP on there where you don't have that on the bolt gun or the bolt pistol. For every 5 models in the unit, 1 Legionary's bolt gun can replace one of the following. Duplicates are not allowed. 1 plasma pistol and a starter's chainsword. 1 flamer, 1 havoc autocannon, 1 heavy bolter, 1 las cannon, 1 melter gun, 1 missile launcher, 1 plasma gun, and 1 reaper chainsword. Train cannon, sorry. Now, on this sprue, there is only the missile launcher and the heavy bolter, I believe. Yeah, missile launcher, heavy bolter. You've got the melter gun, the plasma gun, and the flamer. So if you wanted to get the heavy autocannon or the Reaper chain cannon, I think they're actually on the kill team version of these guys. But I'm not sure the less can. But anyway, if you got a box of Havocs, which is basically Chaos Devastator Squad, you could actually arm them the way you're going to arm them. Then the heavy weapons you have left over, you can actually, bring into these guys, because the Reaper chain cannon, the las cannon, the auto cannon, they're all part of that box. So there we go. There's those guys. And the squad is between 4 to 9 Legionaries with 1 aspiring champion. It's pretty. You can see how many options they have. Actually, it's a good unit to mess around with, and if you're playing Chaos and just try for the first time. Right, I will get onto building in a minute, I promise. I know other thing I want to say. The heads are all interchangeable. I think the aspiring champion might be a different head, a particular head. The shoulder pauldrons all interchangeable as well. You can use them whatever ones you want. But it's I haven't gone through the instructions yet, but from what I remember the last ones, 1 shoulder pauldron with like some sort of design on it, and 1 plain one per Legionary. That sort of way. But you can give them 2 blank ones, 2 designed ones. It's totally up to you. It doesn't really matter. So the first piece we need is number 79, which is this piece here, and number 80, which is this piece over here. This is on the big sprue. Okay, I'm going to snip those off, clear those down. I'll show you how to go together. It's telling me to put number 79 into the base as well. Okay, so I'll probably do all that together and then come back and show you the next ones. Right, so on this, there's a funny little nook in there, and on the back of him, at the bottom here, there is a funny little pin. That just slots into there. It's a bit tricky to get in, but you will get it in. So I'm going to glue that into place and come back to you for the next piece. Right, so the next piece needed, you got an option between 81, which is this one here. We've just taken this one. So this one here or this one here, number 88. 88 or 81. Now both of them are really cool pieces. I'm going to go with this one. So this piece is very, very simple. It just slots on there like so. Okay, let's make sure it's all on properly. Make sure there's no, you can see there's a little bit of a join line, but don't worry about that, because when the arms go on, that's going to hide that. The only thing I would think about is that little bit just in there, just behind the grenade. You can't see one yet, but you can. Just getting coming, just drop a little bit in there. I'm not squeezing the glue in, I'm just putting whatever little bit of glue is left in the nozzle or sitting on top of the nozzle just to seal the gap. And what'll happen with that, for everyone that's new to all this, that will melt the gap, and as it dries it will just become one solid piece of plastic, so you won't see the join line. There's nothing worse than painting a model absolutely amazing and finding a mould line or finding a join line that you've missed, and it's like, ah. Now, this is one of those annoying pieces now. So you can give him a bolt gun arm, okay, or bolt pistols, or plasma pistol. I always give my Chaos Sergeants power fist and plasma pistol. Just keeps it simple for me that way. So what we need is number 82. This is the plasma for the plasma pistol. 82, and then we need, where are we? 91, which is a plasma pistol. We have 83, which is a bolt pistol, which I can't see at the moment. Let me find that first. Okay, so it's 91 plasma pistol, 110 which is a plasma pistol, so any one of those two with number 82 arm, and then the bolt pistol itself is 83 down on the other sprue with all the body parts. Okay, so I'm going to go with one of the plasma pistols. Right, so this is going to be one of those pieces that you glue and you have to leave before you put it on the model. So you'll see there's a little nook there, and there's a weird little line there that just slots into there like so. Very, very easy. So I'm going to glue that into place and then set that aside to dry, and I'll come back to you for the power fist. Right, so I'm going to go with the power fist. We need 111, which is this little knobbly piece next to the mould there. It's on the body sprue just below the shoulder pauldrons. And we need number 92, which is the power fist. Look at that detail, it's absolutely amazing. I'm going to snip those clean nose. I'll show you how they go together. Oh, before I do that, actually, let me find the other pieces. So if you don't want to give him the power fist, you'll need number 84, which is this one here. Then number, I'm lost now. 112, which is the power maul. Okay. 85, which is this chainsword. And there's an axe, massive axe there is. 109. Do you know what, actually? I'm going to give him the axe. I actually think that looks really cool. So I'm going to give him the axe, sorry. So I'm going to take that one, and number 84, which is this one. I'll show you how it goes together. Pretty much the same way as this, but I'll show it to you anyway. Right, so it goes exactly the same. There's a little nook, there's a little groove, it just goes in. I'm not going to show you this anymore because that's going to be the same pretty much for most of them. I think the bolt, even the bolt guns, the hand that goes in, I think they're holding the same way. But anyway, I'm going to glue them. There's another one that you glue and leave to wait. So I'm going to do that and then come back to you for the next piece. Right, so now that that's dried, what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue them on. So that glues on this side. Now the good thing about this, you can change, let me drop in it, you can change the pose. You can have it hanging down if you want, like so. You can have it so it's up in the air like that. Okay, because there's a shoulder pauldrons go over the top, so there's no panic there. The same with this arm. It goes on this side. Now I'm not going to have to show you how the arms go on again, because the arms all go on the same for all the models. The only thing that's different is the combination of weapons. So I'm going to glue them onto place and then come back for the next pieces. Right, so putting the head on this guy now. This guy has a specific choice of heads because he's a sergeant. Now, it's this one here, okay, that's marked up as 117. But the instruction booklet is telling me this one should be 80. Okay, because on the same sprue down here, this one here, which is marked up as 90, what is that, 6? I think that's 6 actually, sorry. Number 6. The instructions show me this is 117. And this one's supposed to be 80. Both amazing. I'm going to go with this one. I'm going to snip it, clean it. I'll show you how it goes on. Again, once I show you how this one goes on, I won't need to show you how the rest of them go on. Right, so it's very, very simple. Some glue in the top there. There's a little ball right there. There's a hole that sits in there. Absolutely fantastic. And you can also swivel the head a little bit, give a different bit of a pose. Very nice. The next thing we need, next piece we need is either 143, which is this one here, next to the missile launcher, or 140, which is this one here, and then either 118 or 89. This one has a Space Marine helmet lost on top. I'm going to go with the demon head. So I'm going to snip that and one of the backpacks off, and I'll show you how they go together and how they go on the model. Again, once I show you how they go together and go on the model, I won't need to show you that again because it's going to be exactly the same for the rest of them. So it's very straightforward. This piece just slots into there, like so. So now he has such an amazing backpack. Then there's a square on the back there, square hole. A bit of glue into that, just run a little bit around the edge here. That then slots on the square pin on the back. So almost finished our first Chaos Legionary. The next thing is needed is your shoulder pauldrons. Again, once I show you this, I'm not going to need to show you it again. So here are the shoulder pauldrons. Okay. It's telling me 114, which is this one. Let's go on this side. And then any one of the blank ones, let's go on the other side. Now you can, it doesn't really matter because they're universal either side, but you can try and keep it the same as one detailed one blank one, one detailed one blank one if you want to. I think the first unit I did, I might have stuck to that a little bit and then just didn't matter at the end, just chucked them all on. Because nobody's going to look at your models and go, oh, you've got a Chaos Legionary there with 2 blank pauldrons either side. What's going on? It doesn't matter, okay? So I'm going to snip 2 of these off. I'm probably going to go with this one here, with a big horn hanging out the top of him. Probably, maybe this one as well, actually. It's a really nice one. And glue them on. I'll show you how they go on, and then move on to the next guy. Right, so I've put a little bit of glue in there. Okay. Take your model, and it literally just slots over the shoulder, like so. I'm going to glue the other one on the other side. You can put the glue on here as well if you want to, it's not a big issue. A little bit fiddly for my big hands. And we have our sergeant for the Chaos Legionary unit. Very nice. Right, so the next one we need is 105, which is this one here. Okay, it's a nice piece here. And 104, which is in the middle here. Okay. I'm going to stiff and clean them so they go together. Right, so these 2 pieces, even though I'm showing you, before you put any glue, dry fit it, because you'll be fiddling around with it because it's a very weird looking piece. But here's the best way of doing it. This little piece here, if you look, is the actual groin part. That just slots onto there like so, and as it goes in there, the bit at the back wraps itself around this place. Okay, so they go together. Then they've got glue it to a base. So the next piece we need is either 106, which is this one here, or 116. This is on the big sprue. Okay, so you've got the bolt guns, bolt pistols come down here. It's one of these 2. So you pick which one you want. They're both fantastic. Let me look at them. Look at the detail on them. So I'm gonna pick one, clip it, clean it, and glue it on. It glues straight over the front there, same as the first one. So basically, this top piece lines up with that top piece there. Okay, to give you your oval shape for the head to go into. I thought I boo-booed then. I was like, what's going on here? Hold on a minute. Is this the same ornament as the same options as the first guy? Yes, because you have 2 models you can make as sergeants because there can be 2 5-man squads. Both a box of 10 models. Yeah, so there's me panicking and thinking that I boo-booed. Right, so I need to find the pieces I need, which is not that easy. 110 is the other, because you can have a second plasma pistol in the unit. Which I might just do. Actually, I might just do that, yeah. 107 is the arm piece. So take me a little bit. Oh no, there it is. is up here, 107. So I'm going to take this arm piece and the plasma pistol. The other options are 91, which is the other plasma pistol, or the bolt pistol, which is number 83, which I forget where it is now, but I already showed you that earlier on. This goes together the same way as I already showed you. So I'm going to clip those, clean those and glue those. Then it's 108, which is this arm here, next to 107. Then you've got the power maul, or the axe that I've already done, or the chainsword. I'm going to go with the chainsword, which is 85, which is the chainsword just on its own. I don't know if it's on this sprue, it's on the other one. Yep, there it is at the top there. And again, that goes together the same way as the plasma gun, plasma pistol. So I'm going to clip them, clean them, glue them, and glue them on. Before I glue those on, I'm just leaving them to dry for a few minutes. I'm going to go to the head. Now, this is the funny part. This part of the instructions for this guy, because it's like the secondary type sergeant, is giving me number 90 and 117. There's 117, which is this one here. Yeah. And number 90 is one that was taken off. Okay. Now, I flick the page back, and it's telling me 80 and 117, but it's got the pictures of the heads the wrong way around. So this is the head to go with. I'm going to snip it, clean it, glue it into place, and then going to glue the arms on. Right, so again with the backpack, with the first one you built, you used whatever parts you use. I use 143 and 118, which is the demon head. Now this one is 140 and then 89. Okay, so they go together the same way. I'm going to clip and clean them, glue them on his back, put 2 shoulder pauldrons on, and he's done. And there he is. Now I did notice missed a bit of the mould lines on the plasma pistol, so I just run a little tip of glue into it. It's probably going to ruin the pistol, but it's a bit of a nightmare to get those mould lines out of there. So there's 2 sergeants basically for a 5-man squad. Now in the 10-man squad, you can have the sergeant can have his pistol and his heavy curse weapon. But you can also give another guy a plasma pistol. Okay, so there's 2 plasma pistols there, which is very nice. The next one we're going to build can have a bolt gun, a metal gun, bolt pistol and chainsword, or the missile launcher. Now, every 5 models in the squad, one of them can give up their bolt gun for a heavy weapon or a special weapon, but you can't duplicate, like I showed you on the deck at the beginning. In my opinion, the best thing to do is get rid of the bolt gun and give them a starter's chainsword. So you have like 9 guys, or sorry, 7 guys with chainswords, because when you're dark pacting and you're in combat, because if you don't charge the enemy, they're going to charge you. They're going to be in combat eventually. So you dark packed, give yourself sustained hits depending on what you're fighting on. You'll hit, I think the starting chainswords 4 attacks each. So you already see, if there's 7 of you guys with chainswords, that's already 28 dice you're rolling. Any 60s are dark packed in. If they're led by Mo, like I said, Master of Execution, all you have to do is kill 1 model, and then you're getting rerolled to hit. That's huge for me. That's a huge, especially if you put a Chaos Sorcerer in the unit as well, because then your unit is a -1 to be hit anyway. So anyway, I'm going to go with chainswords and bolt pistols throughout. I'm going to build the 2 heavy weapons for this squad. Now, my suggestion to you, if you're building this squad for the first time, do the same thing. Don't worry about the special weapons. Go with heavy weapons each, and then the next time you build another squad this, you can probably experiment with your bolt guns and the metal guns and the flamers, that sort of thing. One thing with this unit as well, and it's an idea I had, I'm going to paint this unit and the other unit just universal, Black Legion colours. I'm going to get 2 pieces of card. Now, let me just show you on this frame board. So I'm going to have 2 pieces of serial card, I'm going to have them sort of like that, and I'm obviously not this size, a bit too big, but I'm going to glue a bit of sprue on the inside. Okay, so make myself like an A-board. Okay, and so it can sit like a behind unit, obviously not this big. And on here, I'll draw, let's say, noble symbol, or corn symbol, or Seneshi symbol, you know, or Tzension symbol, whatever symbol it is. So if I'm playing the Chaos Detachment net, they have to have marks. Because I haven't painted them up as marks, I can just put that behind. I'll do Nurgle to this game, or no corn for this game. Now, a few of my Chaos units I already have painted up as if they have marks of Chaos, because when the Temperature started, their index card was just basically, you know, they have to have mark of Chaos, and this is what they have, and this is what they do. So that's why I painted some of them out like that. But it doesn't matter, because I just play with them normally anyway. So the next pieces needed are number 29, number 30. There's number 29. Number 30 is a stray leg on its own. It's one over here. Okay. Again, this bit here slots into the top there. Okay. As you can see. So I'm going to snip those off, clean this down, glue these together, glue them onto the base. Right, so the next two pieces are 136, which is this backpack here. Okay, we've just been taking these backpacks. It's just there. And we need chest piece number 31. Now I'm going to show you how to put the chest piece on. But again, as you can see, there's more chest pieces here. I'm not going to need to show you any more of those. But I don't need to show you that backpack. Right, so this chest piece is very, very straightforward. Just put it in. So you've got your little slot for your head, your arms, your flats for your arms. Nice and easy. Then what we need is any head you want in the top. So I'm going to clean one of those, glue those, and put that on there, and then come back for the other arm. So the next piece we need is number 38, which is this little square piece, and number 39, which is the missile launcher. It's the arm itself. Right, so I took the spikes off the top because there was a mould line between it. It was a horrible thing to get to. So this, the slots on over the top there, like that way around. No, it's that way around. That doesn't look right to me. Hold on, bear with me. I found that was wrong. There's a little square there. It slots into a little square there. I didn't have it slotted in, so now it looks fine. Obviously that now glues onto the side of him, like so. So to put his head in, and then come back for his arm. Right, so we need number 40, which is right next to where we just took out the missile launcher from. So this piece here, and 41, sorry, which is the dagger, the sword, the arm with a little knife in it. Right, so number 40 is very cleverly done. If we look in there, we can see a skull in the middle. On the back of his backpack, there's a skull. So that just sits over the top of that. And it's obviously this arm goes in there, and the soul pauldron goes over this arm because this arm already has one on. So I'm going to glue them, clean those two bits, glue them on, glue them together, and he's done then. So the next one we need is number 1 and number 2. Now it goes on the same way as the other one, but this is the bit that connects into. So I'm going to clean, glue to a base. Right, so the next piece is number 3, which is this piece here. Again, it just goes over the front of him, and he has 131 is his backpack, which is this one here. So that one, and number 3. Number 3 is by this bolt gun with all the bullets hanging out. and number 31, 131 is just there. Right, so now it's very, very simple. Another reason why, you know, apart from it being very, very good in combat, like I said, your first time building this unit, give it the chainsword and bow pistol. Here's why. We need this one here, number 7, it's just the arm straight on, and number 6, which is just chainsword again, the arm straight on. So there's no messing around. Any head, 2 shoulder pauldrons, he's done. So I'm going to snip clean these guys off, glue the arms on. I'm going to snip a head and 2 pauldrons off, and I'm going to leave them to one side and move on to the next Legionary. Right, so the next one, number 44, this one in the corner here, on the edge. And number 45, which is down here, this one here. So I'm going to snip clean. I'll show you how these two go together, and then I'll put them on the base. Right, this is another one. Before you put glue on it, dry fit it. Okay, so basically the best way of doing that, you look at the back, you can see how it goes on. You just get it roughly into place, and just keep jiggling it around a bit. It will slot in. There we go. So the best bit is to line this bit up onto that. So I'm going to glue them onto his base. I'm actually going to set him to dry then for maybe 10-15 minutes. Look at that proper mold line there. When you're building these, or any models in general, if you start gluing this together like I have here and go, oh look, I've missed a mold line, so you glue, just run the end of it across the mold line, that'll melt it out of the way. Yeah, if you can't do that because it's on a point that you don't want it to fall off, finish building the model, and when it's built, you'll either won't even see the mold line because something's covered it up, or you can still see it. Wait for it to fully dry. It's one complete piece of plastic. Then you can come in with your sponge or your mold line scraper and just tidy it up. Okay. Right, so next he needs number 46, which is this one here, and number 138, which is backpack. Again, I don't need to show you how that goes on. Okay, there's the top of it, slot straight in. Okay, so I'm going to clean those, glue those onto him. Right, so now we have number 48, which is bow pistol, and number 47, which is that chainsword. Again, on they go. Any head you want, 2 shoulder pauldrons, he's done. So that's what I'm saying. If you're new to this and you're trying this unit for the first time, because you're thinking of doing a Chaos Legion, Chaos Space Marine Army, very straightforward, very easy when you get to this stage. Right, so the next one is number 53 and number 54. The snip clean, show you how they go together. Right. So again with this piece, dry fit it first. I just dropped this as I go and find it under the table. The best way to do this piece is turn it upside down. Okay. You can see those funny little bits there. That just slots in there like so. Yeah. So if you dry fit it first, you'll see how easy it is, and you can just apply some glue. He then has to go into his base, which I'm going to glue into now. Right, so the next one I need is 142, which is this backpack here. I don't need to show you how it goes on, so I've done that. But the front piece it's telling me is number 8. Now, I've looked through both sprues. There is no number 8 chest piece. The best I can see, looking at the brief bit of picture I can see, is it's one of these two, but it looks like there's a little bit on top, which looks like this one. Okay, it's not that piece there, because that's a little too much of a dip. It's this piece here, which is actually number 55, which I don't know, which will make sense because it's 53, 54 are the 2 body pieces, and the 55 would be the front piece. So the instructions tell me number 8, but this is number 55. So I'm going to snip and clean it. It goes on the front now. I don't need to show you how because I've already done that. Right, looking at the two arm options, the two arms, even the bolt gun is 59 and 58, so it is 55. That's on the sprue. That's that is the front chest piece, because the bolt pistol and the chainsword arm is number 57, which is this one here, and number 56, which is this one up here. Again, I don't need to show you how to go on, to go straight on, but with this one has a shoulder pauldron, which is nice. So I'm going to glue those on, and any head I want, and then the two shoulder, one shoulder pauldron for this guy. Right, so what I have now, I have the head and the other shoulder pauldrons on this guy, but I'm leaving that to dry first. Okay, there's two simple pieces to be on. So whilst that's doing that, I'll move on to the next guy. So we need number 62, which is double legs now, so it's actually a lot easier. There is one more single leg to do, but double legs. 62 and 63, which is down this corner here. Now it's going to tell you to glue this to this first, yeah? Don't do that. Clean this and glue this to the base first. Okay, then glue that on afterwards. I'll show you how that goes. This is very easy to go in. There's a big massive lip at the back there. That just slots in there, like so. Okay. Again, dry fit first if you're not too sure. The next piece we need is a chest piece. It's number 64, which is this piece here. We just took 55, so that's that one there. Again, that goes on the front. I don't need to show you that. And 139, which is this backpack here. Again, I don't need to show you how that goes on. It goes on the back. And so this particular one is designed for a bolter, or a plasma gun, or a heavy bolter. Now I'm going to build the heavy bolter, but to give you guys a heads up, it's 73 and 74, which are the arms for it. Okay, the bolter is here, 76. And the bolt is one of these weird ones. There's the hand, the little nook goes into there. So 74, this one here, there's a little bit that slots into there, as you can see. And then the same on this one, there is a little bit there for number 73. Okay, I don't get that on camera, but there's a little bit there that got slots in that. The plasma gun, I believe, is on the smaller sprue. There is number 75, sorry. Again, that slots in the same way. But I'm going to go with the heavy bolter. So, before I open something with heavy bolter, yeah. So what I need for the heavy bolter is number 65, which is this one. Number 69, which is this one. And number 68, which is this one. So I'm going to cut those three pieces off. I'm going to show you how they go together. And then, yeah, there's different arms for this one. Okay, so number 68, which is this front barrel piece, very, very easy. It just slots in there, so it lines up the barrel. Now you might need to take a little bit of glue, just drip it along. I say drip it, but just dab it into where the barrel connects, just to pull that join line. And this one, you can see there's three little pins there. There's three little holes that just slots over the top there to give you your magazine. Okay, so I'm going to glue that into place. Right, so now we need number 66 and 67, which are next to the icons. This is going to be a pain in the backside. Right, number 66 is going to go on this side. Number 67 is going to go on that side. Now the way to do this is I'll get these clips off, clean them down, but glue them on, and then put the glue in here, so you can see where the hand is. There's a little nook, and the hand this side there should be a little nook as well. Yeah, and that goes together the same way as the plasma pistols and all that does. But it's going to be a pain in the ass because you're trying to line it up and line this up onto it. So when it comes to it, I might be gluing that off camera. I could be here for like 5-6 minutes. I don't think it's worth you seeing me filming 5-6 minutes, fumbling around with it, and keep adjusting it until the glue is cured properly. But anyway, right, so I've glued the arms on. This is the best way to do it. Now there's no glue on the ends here, I've just glued the arms in. The glue isn't cured, so now I can get a rough look at where that goes. So if that goes in there, that one goes on there, this side's too low down. So what I can do is adjust it, because the glue's still curing, give myself sort of dry fit. Okay, so this one needs to come down a little bit. So it goes in, that's looking a bit better. It's still not perfect. So I mean, this is a very annoying to line up. The Space Marine Scout one's easier because you glue the heavy bolt together and the whole thing just slots on top. So I'm gonna fiddle around until I've got this lined up perfectly, and then drip some glue onto the two hand sections and stick it in. Then it's just any head and the shoulder pads, and he's done. I thought that was the last one for that one. It's not. I need number 70, which is this little box here. Okay, and this little box has this weird shape on the back, and the weird shape slots into the backpack there. Okay, this is ammo feed. So I'm going to snip that, clean that, glue that into place, shoulder pads, head, and then on to the next warrior. Next one needed is 94 and 95. Okay, the other two bodies are just normal ones now, so that'd be nice and easy when it comes to them. Again, this goes the same way. So that slots in to there. And then I'm going to glue it to a base. Next, this guy needs chest piece number 96. Go straight in the front there. I've already shown you how to put that piece on. Right, then backpack 137, which is this one here. Right, so now there's a little issue, because the instructions are only telling me bolt gun or flamer. Okay, then it's on to the next model. Now, the unit can only have 2 heavy / special weapons. The flamer counts as a special weapon. I've got a missile launcher and heavy bolter. But what the instructions don't show you is there's still 1, 2, 3 bolt pistols, 1, 2, 3 chainswords. So in all honesty, it doesn't matter what chainswords you use or what bolt pistol you use, on it goes. Head, shoulder pads, done. On to the next guy. Okay, so I'm going to snip one of each off, glue them on, then move on to the next person. So all he needs is head and shoulder pads, which I do. I leave that to dry for a little while and then do that. So the next one we need is number 20, which is this one. And 21, which is this one here, which is right next to all the bolt guns and everything else. It's very, very straightforward. You can see there's a little square there. This is a little square there. That just slots into there like so. And then it goes onto a base. I missed a mould line down the side of his body there. Look at that, it's horrible. I'm going to take care of that and then glue to a base. Then we need number 22, which is this front piece here. It's just below the flamer. Again, I don't need to show you how that goes on because I've already done that. It goes on the front there. Then we need, for this particular model, backpack 133, which is this one here. Okay, so that goes on the back the same. Then the head, chainsword arm, bolt pistol arm, and shoulder pauldrons. And then we're on to the last guy then. Right, so now on to the last guy. All he needs is shoulder pauldrons, head put on, he's done. So we need number 11, which is this one here. So just opposite the guns. The last legs, which is number 10. and they slot into there. I'll show you the other side. You can see there's the same sort of setup as the one previously. The little square bit goes in there, then it goes onto his base. Right, so the next one we need is number 12, which is the last front piece. Again, I've shown you how that goes on. The last backpack, which is 132, and then the last chainsword and the last bolt pistol, complete arm. Then all he needs is head and shoulder pauldrons. So I'm going to snip those pieces off, have them ready here, and then come back to you for final thoughts. Right, so for a unit, doing it the way that I've done it, with the bolt pistol and chainswords, very, very straightforward. It's probably difficult rating of maybe like a 2, 2.5. It's really not difficult at all. The heavy weapons, the way that I've done it, the heavy weapon, missile launcher, very straightforward. The heavy bolter, connecting the hands into the arms, was a little bit tricky. I had to have a little bit of messing around, but it looks good. Now, there's one downside on these guys for me, is mold lines. I've seen a few that I've missed, and you know, we expect mold lines, this is what happens. But it just means when I've finished, I'm going to glue these guys after I'm filming this. But when they're fully dry all tomorrow, I can then come in with some sponge, some mold line scraper, and just pick up any little bits. If there's a bit I can't get to, come with a bit of plastic glue and just run it along the top, just to melt that mold line down. But in terms of sculpts, these guys are beautiful, absolutely beautiful. If you are collecting the Chaos Marines, Space Marines army, or thinking about it, start with these guys, because that gives you a general feel for the rest of the units. Well, not rest of units, but rest of most of the units, like your Havocs and your Raptors and all that sort of stuff, because you're used to building these, and this is a good unit to start with. 10-man squad, or you can split into 2 5-man squads, followed by Chaos Rhino, a good start to go with. If you're doing a 10-man squad, Chaos Rhino, in they go, firing deck of 2, so these 2 heavy weapons can fire out of there. There's a Master of Execution to go with them and lead these guys, and a Chaos Sorcerer. That's the best combination for these guys, I think, because the Chaos Sorcerer makes them -1 to hit, like to be hit, and Master of Execution, when you charge an enemy, you'll get to 4 rerolls to hit if the enemy's below starting strength, and 4 rerolls to wound as well if they're below half strength. And they can dark pact as well, so that's really good. If you're going to go with the bolt gun version of these guys, that's a bit more difficult. That would probably be a 4 or a 5, just because it's a lot of gluing arms together, arms in, and then putting the bolt gun on and trying to get them all right. Alternatively, you can build them like this. You don't need to build the special weapons, but you can build the special weapons as a flamer, a melter, a plasma melter, whatever you want. But you can build them with the chainsaws and stuff. Then take a bolt gun arm and glue it onto like a little, I say a base, 25mm base, but you can just cut a little something. You could even take probably one of your lids when you finish with the paint. Okay, just take that. No, that's not going to work. You need something flat. So just something, something flat. One of these, something flat like this, and then you just glue your bolt gun onto it. Okay, even like that, doesn't matter. And then when you're playing, that's easier because it's easy to move. But when you're playing, and you want them to have bolt guns for this time, apart from the specials and the 2 plasma boys, you can have that behind the unit. So that's to remind you that they've got bolters, not bolt pistols and stylish chainswords. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. If you've seen this video for the first time and here on the channel for the first time, hit the subscribe button because it costs you absolutely nothing. Turn your notifications on so you don't miss anything. Everyone smash the thumbs up button so it triggers YouTube to share this video with more and more people, which makes this amazing community of you guys absolutely amazing grow even more. Any comments or anything about these guys, chuck them below as always, guys. Until next time, thanks for watching. Take it easy.